Terry's Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you outside with me on this second beautiful day this week where we're going to do some chitting of some potatoes. Yes, I am not chitting you one bit. We're going to chit. C-H-I-T potatoes for planting. I found some more. I found a bunch more potatoes last night. These are even more gung-ho than the other ones. And a lot of them are, I think most of them are red potatoes this time. Good old red potatoes. So I'm going to show you how when I do chit potatoes, how I do it. And I know a lot of y'all already know how to do this, but there's a lot of people out there who are just new to gardening and trying their hand at it. And if I can help inspire them, let's roll with it. Alright, I'm going to apologize. It's a beautiful, warm, windy day. There's nothing I can do about the wind because, well, we're coming almost up into March, and the Ides of March, windy days. So just gonna have to bear with me. So let's get busy having fun chitting some potatoes. See you here in a little bit. Okay, now I'm leaving some whole. They're still in the box. I got a few more that I'm gonna try to chit. Now, I've got my cutting board, a knife, my chitting potatoes, and importantly, you want a tray or a small table. Either line it with paper towels, or I'm using one of these wonderful cotton muslin cloths or towels. Okay, take two, because apparently the part of the video where I was showing you how to chit the potatoes looked like I had some massive white glow all around me, so you couldn't see anything. Now this is not one that I would chit, but I want to show y'all how to do it. And of course I've already chitted all of the good ones that I wanted to be chitted, so this one's going to have to just be an example. Okay, I have one eye, two, three. If you wanted to, you could use those. I'm just going to knock them off because there's no need for them. Alright, you want to have a good sharp knife. You go in. Now I like to make my chits a little bit bigger. And there's one chit. And I see a bad spot right here, or a couple of them. You cut those off. Trim those off. And this one, I'm going to go in between these two eyes here. I truly prefer to plant potatoes whole. This was going to be one of my whole potatoes. And so you want plenty of room around the chit. Look for bad spots. Any bad spots, just trim them off. And I'm just going to go like that. Not do it like that, I tell you. Lord, come on now. Oh, it's never a dull moment. Alright, this is all a bad spot where the potato was injured during harvest. So, I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to look for any bruising or anything like that. Make sure that's off. And that's one good, healthy eye there that's been chitted. And you're going to want to, of course, I'll show you the tray at the end of this part here. And you want to try to get all of that cut surface up. There's a bad spot right there. Oh, good grief. There we go. You want to try to make sure that you get all of that cut up where airflow can get to it so it can dry. Now, it can take anywhere from 3 days to a week for these to scab over. They're not going to be pretty, so don't worry. You'll see here soon what they're going to look like after they've been air dried. You do not want to dry them in the sunlight. Put them in a place where it's shady and they get good airflow. Double check for gnats. Make sure no gnats come around them because, yeah, it'll ruin your chits. And I'm still aggravated. I lost 8 minutes of talking about them. But this is how simple and easy it is to chit. Some people make their chits smaller. I like a little bit bigger sized ones. And I will bring you back here in just a little bit to show you the tray of the ones that I had chitted that you missed out on the video part of. But it's easy to do your potatoes as long as you want to make sure you got good, healthy eyes on them. That one's fairly good. That one's good. They'll grow into potato plants. Do not worry one bit. Now, once in a while, a chit does not take. It's not the end of the world, y'all. You might lose some. You might not lose some. It's out of our hands if they grow or not. But they usually always grow and do very well. So I will bring y'all back here in a little bit. Happy chitting! I have ended up with 43 chitted pieces of potato. So that is the potential of 43 potato plants here. Plus, I have quite a few whole potatoes that I'm going to plant and still in my box. So, yeah, potential of potato palooza. These, alright, what you're going to want to do is they're already starting to dry out. You want them, they're going to get ugly, kind of like gray color to them. And that's why you'll know when they're scabbed over good enough and they're good and dry. It can take 3 days to 7 days. Depends on how dry your area is. You want them dry because if you don't let these dry and try to plant them right away, they're going to rot in the ground before they dry. Now I'm going to pause this video here and I will bring you back to show what they look like when they're good and dry. Now I know some people, my daddy did it too, is take hardwood ash, ash from your wood stove, fire pit, whatever. Make sure it's good and clean and water hasn't touched it. And just, it's dry wood ash powder, and just dip all these pieces just barely in the wood ash to get where it's been chitted, covered. Now, keep an eye on them. Do not let any gnats around them. If there's gnats, make sure they stay off of them. Thankfully, I have none yet. But, yep, it's a waiting game now. Just got to wait till these dry up. And I'm fixing to go hang some more laundry and get these other potatoes planted. And I will bring you back however long it takes for these to dry out. So it'll be, and I'll let you know how many days it took. But we're at day 1 now. I'll bring y'all back later on. See you soon. Okay, the chits are dry. It's been 3 days, and yeah, they look rough. Don't worry, they're going to be ugly looking. They'll be dark, but they have scabbed over nicely, and they are ready to be planted. I've got my box underneath, I'm going to plant a couple and bring y'all along. Okay, I got my box here. You want to mix? I'm trying this one. I've heard rave reviews of growing potatoes in cardboard boxes, so I am game. Now the only thing is you got to make sure that your box is absolutely where you want it, because once you fill this soil in here and water, you're not going to be moving it anywhere, or it'll fall apart on you. Or if you want really good soil, look at that beautiful composted down soil with leaves, all kinds of wonderful things. I just want to get a good basis in there. I'll make sure there's no big sticks, no rocks. Any big clumps broke up. Add my Epsom salt because I swear by it. My calcium powder, eggshell powder, because they like calcium. I'm not going to go heavy on nitrogen, because you want spuds, not just pretty leaves. I am out of bone meal. I got just enough to do the top. You want to get that mixed in there real good. Oh Lord, no, don't want no tree seeds. Alright, I'm going to plant 3 eyes in this one. You want to be very careful not to mess those eyes up. And you want to make sure you have good contact with the soil. There's a pretty one. Here's another pretty one. And this way, in this box, I can heal them as they get bigger. I'm looking forward to seeing just how well they do. And this is just the first of many boxes to be happening. Because most of all the chitted potatoes are going to be planted in boxes or so. Okay, covered them up real good. Make sure, have good God rock. Another rock. You want to make sure, another rock. And I'm going to give another sprinkling on top of Epsom salt. And the last of the bone meal. I gotta get more, because I got plenty more taters to plant. And I'm going to gently, because you want to be careful. You do not want to hit those eyes at all. Alright, and then I'm going to water that in. And we're going to watch taters grow in a box. Like I said, this is the first time for me. And if it does good, well, probably this fall, I'm going to be doing a lot of taters in boxes. Who knows? We'll find out. Simple, easy, organic gardening. Box, about as organic as I can get. But it's all natural, broke down compost, turned to good soil, organic bone meal, Epsom salt, and homemade calcium from eggshells, eggshell powder. It's not hard to grow your own food. You can use cardboard boxes. We're going to see how well this does. So I'm fixing to get it watered in. I got a lot of more chitted potatoes that need to go in. I got to get some bone meal, and then I've got everything else. So we will be rolling, planting potatoes. It's that time here. I know it's not time up north, but simple, easy, just one of many ways you can grow potatoes. I grow them in grow bags. I grow them now in boxes. I have grown them in the ground. Simple, easy. You can do it. You just got to believe in yourself and have the amendments, the good soil, and the ways to do it. And of course, above all else, the taters. Everyone, I hope this video encourages you to also plant your own potatoes, to chit them, or to chit or not to chit. That is up to you. Like I said, I plant whole potatoes and I plant chitted. So it's all up to you which way you go with it. Everyone, take care, stay safe and sound. I'm enjoying these warm temps. I tell you, we're in the 70s today. Gorgeous. Everyone, continue to stock up your pantry with foods that will nourish and sustain you, and grow your own food and do it organically. Stock up your medicine cabinets with medicinals that will heal you. Protection of all kinds, and above all else, the bare essentials to survive on. Look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. Mwah. Love y'all. See you soon.